Okay, welcome to the first episode of Let's Play Baldur's Gate 1. We're rolling the Enhanced Edition, and hopefully we'll be moving on to the second game once we finish this one, as long as our character doesn't die too many times. I've separated the character creation into a separate video since that does tend to drag on a little bit, but I'll just review what I made. So we made a Kensai, sort of samurai type character. And yeah, I'm rolling high strength and intelligence with the intention to dual class to a mage. I'll explain that bit later. And yeah, I will talk more about this character as we go along. The basic premise is, this game is a Dungeons and Dragons based role playing game. It's top down, isometric, essentially turn based in the sense that you can pause and unpause, and there are turns and rounds ongoing in the background, but a lot of that is masked to give you a sort of real-time experience of the combat, etc. But we will be utilizing the pause and unpause key throughout this. Let's just check the options. So gameplay, we're playing on, what's this? We would like it to be normal. Normal is middle left. Okay, so we were on the right one. Rest until healed, that's always useful to click that. So yeah, that's fine. Right. Why don't we save the game? And we'll save it here. Let's call it my character's name. Okay. That's good. So I'm going to basically talk through this. I'm not going to dictate the conversations word for word. I'm going to paraphrase what the people say so you can understand what's going on, but it won't drag on too much. So our basic quest is that we've been told by our foster father Gorion, we don't know who our real parents are, but we've been told to gather some equipment and then hastily leave this fairly walled off fortress. So just go into the inn.
You have but to ask.
Okay, so the innkeeper's here.
My hotel's as clean as an elven arse.
Charming young man, alright. Obviously he's just joking, he's asking us for 10,000 gold, which is not true. He doesn't want really 10,000 gold, he's just being friendly. Right, so we've got 140 gold, which is not enough to buy the stuff we want. I mean, there's a katana there which is already out of price. So we've gone for long swords and bastard swords, and our basic build is that we're going to dual wield swords. So it makes sense to get one of those. I mean, yeah, to get those two. We want to be effective in combat before anything else. So we're a Kensai, so we can't equip armor, which saves us a bit of dollar. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, there's not much else you can buy other than if you're expecting particular party members. We may buy a large shield, actually. It's because I expect that someone will use them. We can try and steal stuff as well if you're a thief, which I am not. And we can also buy some booze. It doesn't really do much. It intoxicates you if you drink too much, and you can get some rumours about quests and stuff, but ultimately it's kind of pointless. Okay, so there are a variety of people here. These tutors are essentially the tutorial, basically. There is a separate tutorial in the Enhanced Edition, but usually it was just a case of talking to these guys and they would give you some advice. And that guy's a mage who wants you to collect a book, I believe. We're not going to do these minor quests in here, they're very much pointless. There's no story to them. It's basically a tutorial on to do stuff, fetch quests basically, so I'm not going to bother with that. But there are some parts to the CandleKeep we will do. Firstly, we can put our stick away and actually get some blades on us. Yeah, so just a quick explanation on what this is. Gold down here. So this is the armor class. This is basically your ability to avoid damage. Armor confusingly doesn't reduce the damage you take, it merely increases your chance to avoid it, and that's combined with your dexterity, for example. So our armor class is set to 10, that's the default value. Our dexterity reduces that by 1, and then because we're a Kensai, we also get a bonus -2, which means it's 7. So if you haven't guessed already, the lower the number the better, so this can go into negative values, which is even better. So the lower, the less chance you are to getting hit. And this is our health, so we have 11 out of 11, not much. So this is the Thaco. We actually have 2 numbers here because we've got 2 weapons, each one has its own. Again, the lower the number the better, and the Thaco essentially stands for to hit armor class 0. So if you're attacking somebody whose armor class is 0, that's the number you need to roll to hit. So what this is saying is that I need to roll an 18 to actually hit them, and this is on a 20-sided dice. You can see that I have a 10% chance to actually hit them with this. This is a 22, which means that if someone has an armor class of 0, I need to roll 22, which is impossible. However, if you roll a 20, it's an automatic critical hit, so you can still hit them. It's just a 1 in 20 chance, regardless of your accuracy in there. So at the moment we're pretty inaccurate. However, again, remember this is assuming that the armor class is 0. The reality is that the armor class is not 0. In this case it's 7. So in actual fact you take that number away from the Thaco. So if I'm attacking somebody with an armor class of 7, then my Thaco is 18, but I need to take into account that their armor class is 7 above 0. 7. Tautological there. And so I actually need to roll an 11 if I'm hitting somebody with a armor class of 7. So it takes into account their armor basically. And then this is finally the damage, so we do 5 to 11, 4 to 11 damage. Yep, so that's that basically. So we now go over here. Q is quick save, always useful. So we go in this building.
Hello.
And then this guy's going to chat to us. So he's noticed that we are Gorion as our foster father, and he recognises us. I'm going to tell him I don't recognise you. Who are you? What are you doing here? Who I am is unimportant, but who you are is very much so. I apologise for this dirty bit of business, but I must seek your death. So clearly this guy's a bounty hunter. My head is worth an exceptional amount to him. Yep, he's a bounty hunter. And he's going to kill me himself and not share the credit with anyone. So he's alluding to the fact that there are more than just bounty hunters. And quite... his name is called Shank, which is obviously suits his fighting style, I think, since he's using the dagger. Ouch, 1 damage. I've only got 11 damage, man. I can't take more of those hits. As you can see, I'm pretty inaccurate. Oh, I killed him. 10 damage. Nice. Yeah, dagger. So you can hold tab and see where you can identify items, or where items may be stored. Oh, nice. This one's locked. If you started as a thief, you might as well unlock it. You can also bash it open, which uses your strength stat to try and open boxes and doors and stuff. Just be aware that it may break the items inside, so it's not always the best way of doing it. So this guy's noticed that I got cut. I did take 1 damage, so yeah, I guess I did. And he's noticed that something's wrong, so I can either tell him the truth, or I can just be like, yeah, it was a cat that attacked me, which is quite reasonable. That's the kind of thing you'd expect from a cat. We'll tell him the truth, and he is fairly nice about it. He's just saying, you need to get out of here, and he's gone in there to sort it out. So I'm going to head down here. We've got some guards here. There's a temple there. We'll just keep heading down. There are a few quests here. This one is quite interesting, I think, in that it asks
By
you to
Moradin's hammer.
kill some rats inside here. So, yeah. Oh. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do is set my kit description. So, what we're talking about, I'm going to customize my script. Sorry. And this is basically the AI of your character, so you can have all sorts of technical AIs. Basically, because it's the main character, I'm going to be controlling him. I don't really want him doing stuff without my input, so I'm not going to give him a very complex AI. I'm just going to make it so he attacks. That's right, yeah. So he'll just fight back basically now. And you can quick switch the AI on and off with this lantern in the bottom right.
It shall be as you wish.
So the last rat dead. Nothing there. Not much of a storehouse. A junk ring. Give him a gold buddy.
Moradin's hammer.
Let's give you 5 gold pieces. What a gypskank. So we'll just keep heading down. I believe
Our
that.
rules are very strict.
What's this guy doing? So this guy is sort of another tutorial. He's basically asking you to wants to do a tutorial, so teach you a bit of combat basically in a safe environment. But we understand the combat system fairly fine, so don't need to worry too much. That's another quest. I think you've got to buy him some bolts or something like that.
I have a blade with your name on it.
That doesn't sound very good. So this guy's called Carbos, and again he's noticed that we're Gorion's child. What business is it of yours? I'll make it my business if I please. Just thought I'd have a look at you myself before I put a blade down your gullet. Lovely. I'm going to use your head for a ticket out of this gutter. Bounty hunter again.
Let's give them a right thrashing.
Oh, he didn't last very long. He really needs to yeah, get some skills before he starts tracking down bounties. Alright, I think we're done here. There really isn't too much important stuff to do. But you can't return.
Hiya, it's me, Emmoen.
Okay, so this is the. If they've got a portrait, they're generally either a party member or a fairly important character. So I'm surprised that Gorion let you away with your studies and chores. So she's asking what you've been up to. Tell you that I'm on a journey called the Little One. She's not much younger than you, so. And alright, I'm gonna ask if she can go with me, and then she's obviously making a joke saying that she would never be allowed to go with you. And she's saying that she read a letter of some kind from Gorion's, but not telling you what's in it. So, pretty mysterious signals from her. But here is the man, Gorion, your foster father. The only thing we really know about him is that he's a powerful mage. So let's give him a chat. If I could save it. Why can I not save this time? Well, I'm not going to be in any danger. Let's just talk to him.
Oh, my child, I am glad I have found you.
So he's pretty scared, wants to leave pretty quickly. The keep is well protected, but it's not invulnerable. This whole CandleKeep reminds me of the city in Attack on Titan. And his sort of impression of it is similar, that He thinks that the walls are powerful, but, well, as we've just seen with those two bounty hunters, people can get in. Yeah, I'm going to say this place is a fortress, and is in the middle of Wall School, but is not insurmountable. As I just said, people can get in. Alright, we're ready to go. Let us leave.
Listen carefully. If we ever become separated, it is imperative that you make your way to the Friendly Arm Inn. There you will meet Khalid and Jahira. They have long been my friends, and you can trust them. Let's hurry, child. The night can only get worse, so we must find shelter soon. Don't worry. I'll explain everything as soon as
So he just healed me. I'm on a journey with good old Gorion. Daddy-o.
There is something wrong. We are in an ambush.
This is a pretty good speech, so I'll shut up.
You're perceptive for an old man. You know why I'm here. Hand over your ward and no one will be hurt. If you resist, it shall be a waste of your life.
You're a fool if you believe I would trust your benevolence. Step aside and you and your lackeys will be unhurt.
I'm sorry that you feel that way, old man.
Old man. So, guess who that is? The guy in the cutscene. He's brought some friends with him, including a lady who plays some part later in the game. We don't know who she is yet. We can take into consideration that she is sort of quite personal to this armored dude here. Let's see what happens. He told you to bugger off. We leave him without a second thought. Get an arrow in the ass on the way out. And he quite happily destroys these people. Ooh. The mage just dispelled his protections, which meant that he was fresh pickings for the armored guy.
Dawn is especially cruel this morning. You awake with the realization that you have not been living some horrible dream. Ambushed, you saw Gorion cut down before your eyes, and even his powerful magic could not stop the onslaught. It was his wish that you flee, but that does not remove the feeling of helplessness that now overwhelms you. Hand over your ward, the armored fiend had said. He was after you and you alone, but why? If only Gorion had given some clue. But now you are alone and lost. CandleKeep is near, but you will find no quarter there. The readers pay for their serenity with rather draconian entry rules, and without Gorion's influence, their doors will remain closed. You will not last long on your own with your meager equipment. Perhaps you can get some help from the friends Gorion mentioned, the ones at the Friendly Arm.
Hey, it's me, Emmoen.
Okay, let's end that video there. So basically we've left the CandleKeep. Gorion's been killed. Can't go back in because they won't let us in without a book. So we have to keep pushing forward. We don't really know why he's been killed, but the fact that he's been killed because of you, that guy wanted you, is quite interesting. And finally, as we just realised on the left, Emmoen followed us, which is good because it means that we're not alone, and it also means that we have a thief. So we'll definitely be accepting her company in the next video.